First time, here Blamo told Blamo he paid Blamo for the boat to go. Blamo said, "Okay, Musa, I will call you back." He waited for the call from the for Blamo. Blamo never called. He called again. He called Blamo 3 times that day, begging Blamo for the boat to go other time to go. And Blamo asked him what was the area that the boat was going. And he said the boat was going behind Bomi Hills to Robert Jr. and Blamo man back there. So he told Blamo he was going to send a bike for the boat on Saturday morning, around about 5:30 to 6 o'clock, to pick him up to carry him. Saturday, around 5 in the morning, Moses called again. Said the motorcycle coming to you. But I gave him your number, he will call you. Because the boy never knew the house. So when he called Blamo that morning, around 5, Blamo answered the call and directed him. He said you are in town, you are here in town. When Blamo directed him the place by 6 o'clock, you were here. That's how me and my husband came outside and woke Jim up. Jim got ready and they left. The whole of Saturday, try calling Junior Boy. We can't get Junior Boy. Calling Moses, we couldn't get Moses. All the time we call on the Blamo government, Moses said, but why I'm calling Junior Boy? Junior Boy phone keep ringing and he's not answering me. I said, no, maybe the phone far from him. That's what I told him. And he said, but Junior other time. And since he left me, we hear nothing for him. I said maybe to area where he can get to, or maybe later on he will call us. The whole Saturday night, we all became worried. We can hear from Moses, we can hear from NB. After Blamo told him, Blamo, told us that the boy was going to no water. Only he told the boy going to be here for me in no Bomi Hills. So Blamo told him, well, if they don't let my son come. He said, oh, then he laughed away. He said, but when we leave, I'm not letting me to come. Saturday, we never got no response for Moses. We never got no response for Chiambo. Around about 9 o'clock Sunday morning, getting ready to go to church. Blamo also cutting his hair. I finished preparing our food, getting ready for service. My daughter called me. The big one. Mama, where you? What our pa? I said, yeah, we here to the house getting ready for the service. Mama, something happened, oh. I said, no, what is that? She said, Mama, somebody calling me, oh. Said, what is there? You know that it was shocking. So I had a drag. Then when I drive on it, then the child, Mama, what happened? Blamo got up when he see he ran. I said, Blamo, Jema is dead. Jema said, Roseline, it can't be. I said, then no, she said, I'm coming to the house. She called on by, she ran to the house. We called the fellow. We still got the man no more. We called the man. The man said, yes. Ran up for 8 o'clock. To 8 o'clock, somebody called him and told him that the phone Chiambo wallet with his ID card. And when he saw it, he checked through the phone. He said, that Blamo son here. That had the boy said that Blamo son. So he took the number of the phone and he called my daughter. When he called her, he gave her the message. But as somebody from in the town, what the town? She said, in bomb mines. I said, bomb mines? That asked me, I said, Blamo, but you know Jema going bomb mines? He said, no, Blamo said behind Bomi Hills. To Jongo Jin Camp, Damo man. So I said, but they seen that the phone Jema were there on the other side of water. They called the boy said, yeah, they said he got dry in water, capsa. Blamo said, no, it can't be. I started making calls, people that the boy who came for him because we had the boy number, the mother boy, no response, nothing. One state judging funny way calling our people calling my people, Blamo people. When we look, our priest king from the church would hold us in Mose group. They got in the yard. Father came to us. Father said, a hello. You think not happy? When he saw the yard packed already, people were here already. Because I told them, definitely my son was not. He is not dead. He's alive. Because Moses took my son from here and carried my son. In 2 years, to bury 3 children, I say it will not happen. I say it can't happen. I say Moses must be joking. Moses will tell me the truth, and he will bring my child back alive. That when Father came, Father started, talking to us for what temple to get Blamo started crying. They helped Blamo, they brought Blamo also. All the people came, they say Moses group. Every one of them came. Say Moses called them to tell them, say Joma is dead. So Joma died, where is the body? They say they can't find the body. The body stay in the water. They stay checking for the body. Blamo say, but then how you will tell me, say, my son is dead and you're nobody. We will find nobody. We see you get body and say, at least they can tell me, say, oh, the man, the cannot capture and the man in the water trying to find where you're just saying dying business, dead business straight to me. It can't happen. Moses will bring my child back alive. The father started talking to us. The whole yard got back. Everybody was crying. Family members coming in and on and on. We start calling Moses. We can't get Moses. True, all can get Moses. Only our friends then, all his friends then started crying. People all in the community. I myself, I was going to see Moses to protest for my son. I only want my son alive. I want him back. I want him back. I will not rest until Moses bring my son back. To my greatest surprise this morning, my husband left and went to center to register the case. And from there he went to see Moses. He said he want to go on the scene to where his son died. So they gave him some an old car. They went, he broke down, said, my husband slept to the police station in Kakata. Up to now, didn't reach in the village yet. They trying to go to the village. I called Blamo. Blamo called me in the morning. He said, Roseline, Moses just called me. He said he hiding himself. He's scary, he hiding himself, and the children is dead. But they found one of the boys dead. And he asked him, is that my son? He said, no, we don't know the mean person yet. But then how you manage to know that they found one of the body is lying down there? I must say up to now, he said no, that only thing he said. Later on, sitting in the living room, my phone rang. I took the phone. Moses, one of the boys from the funeral party called me. Moses said he won't talk with you. I said, all right, then get him the phone, put him on the phone. Moses sat down and explained to me how the children went to go do the work. The children got to the boy, got to in fact, the mother boy was not even spoiled. They buy what you want to go face. They were not even spoiled. Because when the boy got there, the boy said, Uncle Moses, they buy. You just know about it, but the boy, they buy his spoil, the boy started to buy. Then he told him, he said, okay, I got $100 for you. He gave the boy $50. And he said, the boy come to Monrovia, and he'll gain another $50. US. So the boy said, oh, Moses, no problem. But tomorrow I gotta go to church, and I think we will be going back now. And the other boy, the friend, where the two went, the other boy said his sister was coming from the States because the grandmother feast was yesterday. And his sister was Sunday, and his grandmother and his coming to the States. So he too, he couldn't sleep. He wanted to come. So Moses said, he called Junior boy, said, Junior boy, let's go inside, let's go eat. They got through eating. And from there, Moses, he said he went to bed. And the children came outside. When the children got outside, he left there and he went inside. But when he later on, when he got around about 11, they called him, so the children left. Then he turned around and he said that he the one they gave some boys to the children for the way and escort the children on the in the kingdom. But then the children were 8. They were 8. But and 4 or 3 were 5 were able to come back and 3 left in the water. So he begging me, I'm gonna have my son here, I'm gonna forgive me. I said, Moses, I can't forgive you. I can't forgive you. My son no went to you. Dead. He was alive when he went to you. I said, Moses, you are up, I see. My son is not dead. I want you to bring him back alive. Moses, that's all I got to tell you. You understand? Got no further discussion. You, Moses, been with Blamo for long. Been working. I want us here. You know what been happening to us? They only carry my son dead. For you to tell me this story today, that my son left in water and up to now can't find the body, you must be joking. Moses, I want my son. Moses, I want my son. And I only my son I want. Yeah, everybody in the community, my children, all the time, they just useless me living, sir, because they don't want I was living for. Now my children are living for. And Moses will not even play that trick out of me. He will not play that trick out of me. It's too much. Moses, he wants to do his dirty deeds. He do it to the other person and not to me. Not to this family. My heart is burning. My heart is burning.
Yeah, excuse me, ma'am. Can you tell us the relationship with your family and Moses?
We are not family, but he was my husband used to repair his bikes. Got job, he will call Blamo to do it. That's how we got connected. Like to say my husband worked for him on the land of fixing bikes, motorbikes. And he can buy motorbikes, and all the motorbikes, Blamo sold most of them to him. That's how we got in contact. And for so many years, we've been knowing him.
Oh, at the funeral home, we were able to speak with the police, PRO, which is Moses Carter. And then he said they in communication with you, the family. Is that true?
Moses Carter?
Yeah, okay. So he said that the police are been in, communication with you people to know what's going on.
No police haven't been here. No police never called me. Nobody. The only person I spoke with Moses this morning. He was saying Moses himself. His boy called me. One of the boys from the funeral party called me that Moses said I should please. To allow he want to talk with me, but I should let him talk with me. Now I told them no problem. For no police, no security, nobody have been in my yard. Nobody been to me. Moses family, nobody I have seen. The only person I saw that came to me, that the priest from our church came to tell us that Moses called him right 11 o'clock in the night. And his father told him it was late for him to come here. You can only do it when in the morning. So how they were able to come here with him. And when he came, we were already finished hearing what he wanted to say to us. When he came here, my father came, father made a yard pack. The father told them, the people already know.
So
Okay, sorry. We just want to get this straight. Who picked Robert up from here?
A motorcyclist.
A motorcyclist?
Yeah.
Sent by whom?
Moses.
Okay.
And where is the husband currently?
He went.
Where the incident
When
occurred?
the incident occurred, he left yesterday. He went to Central. He registered the case. From there, he went to see Moses to tell them that he want his son. And they said Moses was not there. Moses in the bush. So he started going there to meet Moses. And the people that in the community, in the interior there, whether he got his diamond man to tell them, because I know my son stay alive. My spirit man telling my son is alive. and I will get my son back.
Okay, madam, before we leave you, you just told us that an information was given to the father to come and give to you. So, one we want to know, what is the relationship between you and the father and Simose? The father that Simose told to come and give you the information.
The priest.
Yeah.
Now what priest?
Simere.
Yeah.
What's the relationship between the priest and Simose?
I don't know. I don't know. But maybe he just feel that our church. Yeah. I don't. Well, I know what relationship between them. But he knows. He knows our church.
Hey, man, thanks for talking about it.
Thank you.
Sister, I hear from the sister.
What's your name?
Robert Well, it was on Sunday morning, and I received a telephone call, and somebody said, "Oh, Rabbi, I'm hearing on news. I want to know if it's true." I said, "What's that?" I said, "Somebody telling me that Jumbo got drowned." I said, "Jumbo got drowned." He said, "Yes, somebody called me and told me Jumbo went to collect motorcycle from Moses, from a white man company, because the boy didn't even say Moses, he said one white company, and sent for Jumbo to repair a motorcycle. And while they were crossing the river with the canoe, the canoe capsized and other than drowned." I said, "No, I know my brother went out of town to work for Moses. So if you tell me, say, that motorcycle and the capsized, it might be true. But we don't know anything about crossing water business, because Moses, well, I know my father told me Moses said he was in the Blamo mine and the boy was going to him to work. So we call, to find out too. I called the funeral home, and then this guy answered call Wilson. He said, "Oh, Moses not here, the chief all the time." I said, "But I'm hearing something that my brother got drowned." He said, "No, we don't know." I said, "But the place my brother went to Moses to work, he got to cross river." He said, "I don't know, I haven't been there." I said, "But then we're trying to get to Moses. I beg you, find out something and say it to us." He said, "Only they make a call, and he calling on strange numbers. So when he called, then I will ask him, then I will get back to you." I said, "That life Benny you playing with, he answering me that." He said, "But I was saying, we can call the man." So I said, "All right." I dropped the phone right away. I spoke with my papa. I said, "That what I'm hearing my papa say myself, I'm being able to contact Jumbo since yesterday. But the motorcyclist that carried him, I spoke with the guy. The guy said he was in the town with Moses. He left Jumbo in the town with Moses, and he said I've gone home. But then I've been calling them, no way to reach them. So let me try them again in the morning." My father just started calling around. So the news was just circulating. People were just calling us and saying, "Oh, we hear Jumbo die, we hear Jumbo die." So later on, the person who called the fellow called Godfrey, they put the guy on a conference call, and then the guy explained the same thing he told Godfrey. He explained it on the phone. So later on, people started coming, people started crying, and they said, "Oh yeah, that's true. Moses called and said," but the priest in the church told us that Moses went there. The information we got, he said Moses was here in the morning to tell us, but he said he ain't able to come facing Blamo. So the priest should please come talk to us. So when we came to the house, everybody, people just coming, because just March we bury my little brother. And Moses was the same person that did everything concerning the funeral rites. He was the same person here. So people say, but if anything will happen to these children or to their boy, Moses should be the one to come to the family and say something. We shouldn't be hearing they say. From Saturday up till now, we will call Moses, we will not get him. That people will be calling us, and they said the 3 children are on the canoe, another guy working to Earth Source to Hotel Africa. So he other people came here, they said, "Oh, Moses told them," and he told the children to sleep in the town. To his surprise, when he went home to sleep, and the children went behind him, and they got on canoe and decided to come. And the canoe capsized, and the place they passed in the canoe that was bad enough, but they were almost on shore, and then the water entered the canoe from the back, that it caused the canoe to capsize. Then later on, when we started asking questions, calling people here and there, then the same people came back and told us, they said, "Oh, Moses said there were 6 in the canoe. They assigned 6 persons from Moses and camp from the Blamo mine, 6 persons from the company to bring the children to Monrovia." So they said, "But then what the 3 persons that they put in the canoe. So none of them could rescue one person. That the 3 children were just drowning. The 3 people will go back. They say, oh, the children were scary. The way they were behaving, they jumped out of the canoe. And then when they jumped out of the canoe, they had the canoe capsized. So nobody was in the canoe. The canoe capsized by itself. And the children were already in the water when they were already in the show. He said, what are the information I was getting? What are the 3 men that got off the canoe? They said they in police custody. So we spoke to the police commander on that side. He called my pa. We were sitting here. He called my pa in the net the whole day. We trying to reach them. See, Moses people came here. They started saying a whole lot of things. How we trying to tarnish Moses' reputation, and we saying all kind of things against him. He good what he was trying to do now. He intend to buy, all kind of things. So my pa told him, my pa said, but Moses, you never even told me as a friend that where my son going, my son had to cross river. My son and myself will work, we do repairs on motorcycles, we set up gym, we fix boats and everything. My son never get on water one day to go ride boat or say he going to the beach to swim. You know, I don't even allow my son go out of town. But because I felt that when my son was going, it was closer and you will be able to watch him. I told you, I even called you on the phone. I said the things are happening in the country now. I want my son traveling in the night. So when it's late, let him sleep there. If the motorbike ball won't be able to bring him back, I will send back for him in the morning. Because he said he and the motorbike man made arrangement, and the morning he charged, the boy charging was $80 to carry my brother and bring my brother back. He had already made that arrangement, so my brother was supposed to go the same day and come back the same day. But then because he went there, it was late. The boy to my pa called the boy said, oh chief, I left your son in the town.
With Moses,
I left him in the town with Moses. He said, oh, so then come here. He said, no, then come. He said, because I called him phone, I get him. He said, oh chief, they pay the people a foul. So maybe they never and trap me. I said, I already in my own town. My pa said, okay, but then no problem. Then he will just sleep there. So tomorrow I will, send motorbike or means or transfer for him to come home. All of a sudden, for all we wake up in the morning with that kind of news. And when we call Moses will not answer. People will just call and say, oh, that's what we're hearing. Oh, that's what we're hearing. So people started, they say we're getting too much. And if you carry somebody's child, you're not responsible for them. If you out of town, and he telling us say the people get law in the town, the people got devil, and my pa shouldn't go there because the devil also that traditional place. So my pa said, but all of the my pa was blasting. He said, but all of these things, they allow our son to stay over there. He said, but I was sleeping under the ball left. So if you were sleeping, then how can you say there are 3 persons to carry their children? Then he said, oh, the 3 people said, well, we are son. The people were across the road. The people started yelling. They had the other people that were on the show on the other side. They didn't want to run back in the town to go to. So my pastor also, one person stand on the other side of the river, and another person stand on the other side of the river. Then they yell across each other to go in the town and tell us, say, the children ain't that. That they won't, and in the net, the children were over. He said, according to him, that 7, 8 o'clock, the children go on the water. So that the place we are right now, we tell him, Moses, since Saturday, today is Tuesday, you can't find their body, somebody who got drowned. How many days it would take for that body, for those bodies to resurface? You're telling us that the 3 bodies stuck together in that water, they can't come up? That's what you're trying to tell us? Then you're telling us that the children are dead. What proof your got the children are dead? And you tell additional time, the people got dead also. So do you even consider the possibility that these children might be held by these societies and the people get in the town because they were strangers moving around in the town in the net? That means people took them and they got in the society bush and thing. So why you can't let us come, let everybody put him together and work, but you keep telling us, say, we will not go there. How you're coming, your state session, how they got 123 plus people session the town, and they got 2 devils on the water, and in fact, the people charge, he paid $1,000 for the people to search the water. So what are these stories coming from? On what basis now you want us to sit down and believe these things? When we call you, you will tell us different things. Another person will call, they will explain different things. Another person will call and explain different things. So Moses know what is going on. Moses should provide our brother. Me, I know my brother is alive. I know my brother is not there. The play Moses got my brother, he must bring it. He must bring him home. The play he got my brother, right now he must bring my brother home. Because we're not even ready to bury. And one thing he said, I will be the last person to hear you. I know where you're coming from. I know where you're going. Thank God he already knew that one. Because I was said, we're not even ready to go through everything that we've been going through the feelings.
Okay, thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you.
Finally, Rabbi, we want to know his age.
Yeah, okay.
Rabbi's age. Okay, Junior is 29 years old. Okay, you got his our junior. His full name is Robert Blamo Jr. He's 29 years old, and it's a good thing that you people are here to us. We beg you, whosoever people out there, the government, the traditional people, even the president, that everybody will beg you. Like, we're trying to get your attention. Your plea on our behalf. Let the people bring our brothers them home. This whole thing is fishy. This whole thing is very complicated. You can't be telling people say that children dead when the information you're giving us straight, and you're for how many days body will stay in water. So if that's the case, most say they got traditional people all around Memorial Town. Let them go to this place. Let them search this place. Let them allow us to go in. Let's see what happening. Let's try to get our people the other day. Moses then they got my brother and the other two boys because they said the two other fellow is Siafa and Bobby. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to get, the full information from their families because they themselves they've been broken. They just been sitting and crying. We the ones that been reaching out to the other two boys there. So Moses should please provide our brothers there.